Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allows you to record and edit your broadcast so it sounds great. And they even distribute your broadcast for you so that it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So make sure you download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Hello everyone, and here are your FET news for this week. Join host Andrew FRETT every Thursday for FRETT's Education Thoughts, where he discusses his own opinions and thoughts about the topics on Future Educators Talk and what's happening around the world. Follow and subscribe to my own podcast, DAMIAN Talks Education, everywhere you stream your podcast at. And make sure you subscribe to the podcast YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. New episodes of Future Educators Talk drops on Thursdays. So follow and subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcast at. Follow Future Educators Talk on social media. You can go to facebook.com/Future Educators Talk and like our page. On Instagram at Future Educators Talk, and on Twitter at Future Ed Talk. So follow our podcast. And follow your host of Future Educators Talk on social media. You can follow me, Damian Anderson, on Instagram at @DamianAnderson, and on Twitter at _Damian Anderson. You can follow Andrew FRETT on Instagram at It's Andrew FRETT, and on Twitter at Darren_FRETT. And you can follow KJ Johnson II on Instagram and Twitter at KJ Johnson II. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Future Educators Talk, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of our video version episodes that we upload. Also, you can now listen to past episodes of our show on YouTube and on all the podcast platforms that we are located on. Now sit back and relax because a new episode of Future Educators Talk is starting now. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Future Educators Talk. I am your co-host, Damian Anderson.
And I am Andrew FRETT, as you can see or hear if you listen to on the broadcast. Mr. Cage, our brand new co-host, KJ Johnson, is not here today, but don't you worry. He'll be back with a brand new episode of Future Educators Talk next week.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. So let's just hop right into this episode right here. We have another amazing guest. Back on the podcast, some of you guys may remember him, our listeners, but to our new listeners, this person right here is a history teacher in Florida. He's a graduate of North Carolina, A&T. Yes. He played basketball overseas. He coached boys and girls basketball. And he is so passionate about his family. So let me introduce you guys to our new listeners, Mr. Darrell Jerome. So welcome back. How are you doing?
What's going on? I'm good, man. How are you? I'm on my daddy duties right now, so if y'all hear the baby in the background, that's just
all right.
I'm on my daddy duties right now, man.
Okay.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. That is okay. That is okay. So, first and foremost, Welcome back to Future Educators Talk. I know it's been a long time. Hey, I know it's been a long time.
Yes.
So, how's it been?
I mean, I'm good, y'all. Just got done finishing up my virtual TQRP this year because normally I'll be in Houston, Texas for the TQRP program, the Teachers Quality and Retention Program through Thurgood Marshall. But we had virtual institute this year, so it was great. We learned about a lot of things, man. Like when I tell y'all my Bitmoji class gonna be so lit for when I teach history. Like my Bitmoji class gonna be like that. Like so it's and still coaching. We just started a sports program this year, so I'm the head coach for that. I mean, life is good. Life is good, and just like y'all got major announcements, I had a major announcement, man. I'll either be relocating to Texas or Louisiana next year.
Oh,
hey.
Hey, wait a minute now. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Whoa.
So before we get started with this, to our new listeners who do not know you, can you just give us a little background of who you are?
Oh yeah. Well, Mr. Luther, that's my real name, but I go by Coach Darnell now. I just decided to get out of the Luther because that's just my dad. That's my dad. He named me, and he's real big, so I want to get it from under his shadow. So that's why I go by Darrell Jerome because that's in my name. So I just was like, man, just start calling me Coach Darnell, man. Like I'm good. Of course, y'all know I graduated from the illustrious North Carolina A&T State University. Yes, Aggie Pride. I teach 6th through 12th grade history. I coach girls and boys basketball. I'm a father, as you can see, and I'm just, y'all know me. Every time we get together, it's always love. It's always something we learn. We help each other grow. So that's a little bit about me.
Yes, and he has been on several episodes here on this podcast. Middle school so hard for many students. That topic, oh boy, y'all need to listen to that topic as well. He's also one of the special co-hosts as well, alongside another educator, Mr. Kwame, as well. So we just love having him back on this podcast. So good to be back. So I'm gonna let Davia take it away from here.
All right. So what I do, of course, and I asked you this on my personal podcast, DAMIAN Talks Education, of this. So would you tell our listeners, you are a teacher, so what inspired you to teach in the first place, of wanting you to become a teacher? Was there any person that influenced you to go into this career? Like what decides you to become a teacher?
Well, at first, well, my mom actually, but it wasn't to teach. It was just that I got to go on these conferences with her. So like when I went to go to a conference in like Chicago, Denver, Washington D.C., and then when I went to California, my 8th grade year, my mom had her own school. So when I went to California, I'm the only 8th grader in this conference now with all these teachers. So you can imagine, 8th grade conference, teachers, boring, but actually it wasn't boring. Actually, I was center of attention. So therefore, they had to reevaluate their whole session because like we have a student in our session, so let's get it from his point of view. But then I was like, okay, I might like this teacher thing just a little bit, just a little bit. So, my 7th grade teacher, Mr. Khan, he was a good man, because I went to a Catholic school. So my 7th grade year, Mr. Khan, you know, just how he was able to interact with us and things like that. So then I didn't think about it no more. You know, my mom was doing her thing. You know, I was able to see how school is ran because she was a principal. So I'm able to see these things. So then I get to college, y'all, and I'm like, I'm doing computer science. I'm all happy, like, yeah, man, I'm going in it. When I tell y'all that book was about this thick, I was like, yeah, so Mom, yeah, education field. Talk to me about that again. And so she was like, I knew your butt wasn't gonna want to do no computer science. I was like, yeah, you right about that. But just how she was like, you're good with kids. And I was like, you say that, but at the end of the day, like, who really knows the truth about that? Only you. And I started noticing when I was working at summer camps, these kids were drawing. And I'm like, okay, this is just year 1. Okay, you know, coach, let me talk. Okay. So then year 2, then year 3. And I'm like, okay, mama might be right. This might just be your calling. But when I actually was able to sub and do things of that nature, I was like, yeah, I really want to do this. And then just the respect that I had. Not at first, I used to get used because I was a coach. That was the only thing that used to make me mad because they want to send them to my class. And I'm like, when I started really getting into education, it's like, yeah, like let's sit down and have some man-to-man talks now. Because it's like, because you're a coach, you know, they want to send you, they want to send them bad students to that class because, you know, they want you to get them together. And so, you know, when you're a sub, you like, okay, I'm a sub. This ain't really my classroom. Now let's take it to this year. When you got your own classroom, it's like, all right, now everything that inspired me to do what I need to do and the things that I learned, now I got to make sure I incorporate into my own classroom because this is my lane now. This is my territory.
Right.
And so now I got to put my foot down. And so my mom, Mr. Conde, inspired me, but other people around me, like I told you about my TQRP program, they inspired me. We were all from different HBCUs. So I got to learn about if they were from Arkansas, how they did things in Arkansas, how they did things in Texas, Tennessee. It didn't matter because we were all from different places. So the inspiration was there too. And then you guys came along, and I don't say that just because I'm on the show. I'm being honest. Then you guys came along, and it's like y'all did something to me, man, that I'm just like, y'all bring I don't know, man. Y'all just bring it out of me even more because it's like y'all expect so much, but at the end of the day, it's like, wow, like if they can get, you know, this out of me, then I know how them kids feel now because they get the best teaching out of me. You know what I mean? It's like giving a PD. You know what I'm saying? When you're in that PD, you got to make sure these people understand what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're bringing to the table. That's how it is for me. You know what I'm saying? What influenced me to be a teacher. I understood what they was bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? I understand what it is that you expect. So now I got to carry myself in a way that this is how he is. He's fun. He's outgoing. But when he means business, he means business. And when he says something, he means what he's saying. He say what he means. So that is what really got me going in this education field. And because I was a black male, and it was only about 3%. And you know, we've talked about this already, but times are changing, and some of these people are realizing, forget all this, yo. Like, if we got to up the pay, we'll up the pay. But you're now starting to see men like, you know what? Forget the pay. If I'm going to be in this, I'm going to be in this for the right reason. Because if y'all really think about this, yeah, we're going through something right now. But think about this. They're starting to really recognize teachers now. Now they're understanding, oh, yeah, we got to pay them because I had to stay home with my child this whole COVID. Oh, now I see why he was calling and she was calling me about, okay, now I understand. So they weren't making this up. I tried to tell you that, no, I wasn't making it up. I told you that young man, that young lady had problems before. But you being a mom and now they don't. No. Now you got to see what we
how
go
the tables have turned.
Exactly. But the difference between you and I is before I write that child up, before I put it, I want to know what's going on with you. Why are you acting the way you're acting? See, I'm not going to turn my back on you. I'm gonna make sure that I'm there for you. So
Right.
yeah.
See, that's right there. That's building relationship with that student
Mhm.
right there.
Mhm.
It's whew, you have to build relationship with your students, you teachers. I mean, that's just period. Because I've explained this over and over. If you don't, it's not going to be great with you and that student throughout the year. It just not, because they are going to act up and do all this, and it's just crazy because you don't have a personal relationship with that student.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, come on, you guys. It's get to know your students. Get to know your students, because that is the key right there.
We're just like, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Again, for me, you got to have that classroom management that's along with that building relationships. Okay.
Exactly.
You don't let the students run the classroom. You run the classroom, not the students. Okay. Okay.
Exactly. And you have now because we virtual, they can't run it. They can't run it because you home. So it ain't like they can run your house. But y'all know what though? Think about this. Think about all the stuff as a teacher. I got to make copies. I got to do this. Well, check this out. This virtual thing is you. You get to make your creative side gets to come out. That's what I love about it. Like my board can look like XYZ, but this creativity in my classroom dojo and ed puzzle and things like that, that's me. That Bitmoji, not that Bitmoji starting to. Remember, ain't nobody like Bitmoji at first.
No.
Everybody and their mama want to do a PD about a Bitmoji. Man, look, we've been on Bitmoji. We've been playing with this. It ain't nothing new for us.
Where were you at?
Right. Where were you? Because now you get to see, now these teachers who just, now they got to come up with that creative side, and now they still, like, I don't know, I don't want to do this. And oh, you going to do it today? You going to do it today?
You got no choice.
Do it today. You ain't got no choice.
Okay.
So,
I think,
it's,
yeah. I've seen teachers on Twitter how teachers that use bit emoji classrooms, how it's not creative or stuff like that. I'm just like, if you don't let those teachers use those bit emoji classrooms so that they could be creative, so you tell me that they don't have a artistic side or they don't have a creative side? Is that what you're telling me? Because I'm a bit emoji. Look, if I was a teacher right now, I would make it a bit emoji classroom in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't let DAMIAN.
No. Not again.
Because because we just did an interview and my I'm just gonna stop right there.
Okay, so that's either that great or that
it was great. It was great.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. So moving moving right along, I want to ask you this here. And this been on my mind quite lately. What is your best tip or your advice or info or whatever that how can we make this world a better place for our students to live in? Because schools are reopening back up, we're doing virtual learning in person, and then you have students who will go back to school or stay at home, and then you have many of them who are homeless without families, who are on the street. So what advice or tip you would like to give to parents, to educators, and students of how can we make this world a better and safe place for our students to possibly live in now?
How can we make this world a safer place, right, for our
Yes.
students?
Yes.
Well, first of all, man, the word LOVE, we gotta love, man.
Yes.
You gotta love. I don't care. Like, and I honestly, I'm serious. Yo. I don't care about color. I don't. You gotta understand something. I've been to private school all my life, yo. Like, I know what it is to be around white children. I know what it is to be called the. I experienced it all, but at the end of the day, I guess what really made them understand, it was like, darn, we can't get under his skin. And he still comes to school here every day because I love you. Might not know you, but I love you. And you're not going to deteriorate me from coming to school and doing what I need to do because you feel some type of way about me and you don't even know me because of my skin color. That's what this is about. I mean, you got to love, man. It got to start home. Now is the time to build love. And when they get out there, they know what love is. They know how to handle it. Yes. So they know how to handle when things come to them. And then they're going to recognize, hey, you know what, this teacher loves me. This teacher really wants to see me do my thing. Like, this teacher is always greeting me and allowing me to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? And even if I'm wrong, he doesn't make me feel bad. He actually says, you know what, it's okay. We're going to get you to understand what we're doing today because he really truly loves me. He truly loves what he does. That's what's going to make it safer, man. Love. It gets no better than that. Because algebra, trigonometry, biology, U.S. civics is not love, yo. That's just books. That's worksheets. That's teachers and teachers. That's all that. Love is what's gonna make this place safer. Unity is what's gonna make this place safer. Stop being ignorant and come together and stop worrying about what happened back in the early win. This ain't the early wins anymore. We're not going to keep our mouth shut anymore. You've been killing us. It started with Trayvon Martin. You've been killing us.
Talk to him.
And now when George Floyd died, now everybody want to start opening up. No, we should have been opening up. We've been opening up. We've been telling y'all how it is at these schools in these low income neighborhoods. We've been telling y'all what it's like for these kids that don't have no place to lay their head, don't have no food in the house, nothing. We've been telling y'all what it's like when these kids' parents don't really care about them. They work a 15-minute job and there's about 12 children in the house. And Sarah, only in the 8th grade, she got to watch everybody else. We've been telling y'all that. So it shouldn't have took. And it shouldn't have took for George Floyd for them to realize what's been going on. Police been not liking us. That ain't nothing new. Think about we were all babies when, and we probably weren't even born yet when Rodney King got beat down in L.A.
Talk to him.
I don't listen. I'm not like most people, and I tell people that I'm not with all that. Yeah, and I'm for the cause. Been for the cause. Don't need to tweet about that. There's a lot of people out here just want to tweet just to be seen because they've been for the cause. That's dead to me. That's dead to me. That's dead to me. I participated in the Blackout Tuesday, but I participated because I knew what it meant. Other people,
they don't know what it means.
I'm going to join the cause and I'm going to wear all black. Why you wearing all black? I don't know, because everybody else was. No, so don't wear all black then.
Talk to him.
You think your school better than mine? Why? Because I went to a historically HBCU? Yeah, I am educated. And yeah, I can compete with you in this real world. So what? Don't mean I'm better than you. Just means I came from an institution that they cared for me and they got in my butt when I wasn't doing what I need to do. Compared to if I was at a PWI, I'd be just a number. Money. Because I need so many black kids, so many Asian kids in my school so I can get some money. One thing about that like that. And I'm tatted up from head to toe and I don't care. But I know when it comes to education, I know I can outdo you. Because one thing I know I do have, I know I can build a relationship with these kids. One thing that I do know, yeah, I teach history. I teach history, y'all. I teach history, all right. I teach it out the book for 10 minutes. And we finna get down to the nitty gritty. Now we can talk about history. Because I can do that. Why? Because I'm at a private school. I can do that. My principal, he's a black man, so I can do that. So I can talk about the Harlem Renaissance. I don't have to talk about the Revolutionary War. And I can tell you about George Washington Carver. And I can tell you what really happened down here in Florida. And we can talk about the Greensboro Four. I don't have to go on and on about that. And I smile sarcastically like that because that's just what it is. Y'all know y'all been at bring me on this show, man. Y'all knew what time it was.
I bet you. I bet you. The moment when Damian tell me that Mr. Luther is coming back, I'm like, oh snap! He's gonna have a good time on here.
Yeah.
Cause we finna have a good time.
Truth.
But yeah.
Truth.
So yes, love, Dan. I didn't mean to go off subject, but love.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It is totally fine.
Look, let me tell you, we just had a good interview too. So look.
You say whatever is on your mind. Just whatever is on your mind, you just say it. Because these conversations needs to be had. I'm sorry, it's just we have to talk about this.
Because who else is going to talk about it? Who else? Who else? Nobody.
Yeah,
so,
you're right. You're right.
Here we are talking about it, and it needs to be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just like the men talk we had. That was deep.
Mm-hmm.
That was deep, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was deep. But at the end of the day, you know, I didn't say a lot because those brothers that was on there, that I wanted to show people in that particular, it's not that I know what I was talking about. I may have got off the subject a little bit because I had just got in, but I'm glad I did make some important points. But the reason why I was quiet, because I'm tired of people always feeling like, well, when you do a thing with males, it's all about pride. Everybody want to get their voice heard. No, I listen. Because I can show you I can listen.
Right.
I can keep my mouth closed.
Right.
And if I got something to say, guess what? Not this time. This one ain't for me. I'm gonna let you shine, bro. Cause you speaking the truth right now, and I don't want to stop the flow. Now, if you ask me something, then I come in and say my 2 cents. But right now, you cooking. You cooking. And that's what we need as educators. I don't care if you're a veteran. I don't care if you're new. Sometimes you need to keep your mouth shut. Listen. Listen to your colleagues. I've been here for 32 years. Okay.
Okay.
You've been here for 32 years and what? Tell me what your data look like. You've been here for 32 years. Have your children grew? Have your children excelled to where they need to be? Shut your mouth. And let somebody else who in here and let it, has established knowing how to get that data up that where their children are exceeding in the classroom, hush and listen to them.
Yeah.
So you can move up in the world too.
If you want to be like them, be quiet.
Be quiet.
Listen. Pay attention. Because you will learn something.
Exactly. So people kill me with that, man. Like, I'm glad you've been in the game, but do you really love, since you've been in the game for 32 years, do you love what you do? Now, when we ask that question, I came from corporate America, and, I just decided to do this, and I really didn't want to work here at a Title I school. What's a Title I school? A Title I school.
Stop.
So you done came over there from the boondocks. You done came over there from that side of town where everything is just so hackety gory and you ain't got to worry about this. See, now you done came in the hood and see you don't know how to handle little Timmy because little Timmy done called you out. So you don't know how to break a fight. So you want to, oh my God, they're fighting in my classroom. So you have no classroom management. Oh, that's right. My bad, y'all. You wanted to work at a Title I school so you can say that you did it. So you can say that you work with Black kids. How nice is that? Come on, man. Get out of here with that. And it's not all of them. It's not all. Hey, and don't think it's not just them. It's us too, because we got some bougie Black people. I just don't want to work there because they're just so ghetto, and I just don't want to deal with them. And I'll just rather work over here because they're nice. They get to school on time. This and that. And then as soon as they move you to a Black school, I don't want to do education anymore. It's time that I just retire and go do something else with my life.
Oh. Oh, what happened?
Oh, you don't
What
want
happened?
to work no more.
I wonder why.
And that's what we dealing with, y'all. That's what we dealing with. That's just what it is. Because everybody want to get to the A schools. Don't nobody want to work at the C or D schools. Because if you good at what you do, you can make that grade go up. Why? Because you're willing to participate. You're willing to listen. You're willing to sit down and say, hey, this curriculum not working right here. We need to do something better. Because I'm looking at the data sheet and they're getting it right here, but over here they're not getting it. So let's not focus on this part. We're going to focus on this more. But then when these state tests come, they're ready. They're not scared. Why? We're going to feed them a good meal. They're going to have a hot breakfast. When I say a good meal, they're going to have a hot breakfast. They're going to be ready. We're going to make sure we get them that sitting down, get them at ease. You know what? I would do yoga before my kids take a statewide test. You know why I would do yoga? Because it calms the mind.
Yes.
It calms the mind. We know we're going to be sitting there for 4 hours. Do a little yoga. Do a little yoga.
Fall asleep.
Do a little yoga.
Yeah.
Because think about this, y'all. How can your students not excel 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade? That math so easy. 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade math is too easy. How can you not excel?
Right.
You mean to tell me that the whole 9 weeks, your kids still don't know that 3 times 3 is 9? You telling me that? You're telling me that 11 times 11 is still not equal out to 111? You're telling me that.
And you're telling me 12 times 12 is 144?
Okay. And so you can't get them, and you mean to tell me that, where is it? I'm trying to remember where I put it. Y'all give me a second right quick. Give me a second right quick.
I am glad we brought him back on, you guys. He's speaking the truth. He's speaking the truth. Guys, this is real. This is real. This is real.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, so you're telling me, right? You're telling me that in life, you can't. This is a VTech phone. You're telling me if you give this to a kindergartner right now, they don't know this is the color red that's going across here. That's what you're telling me. They don't have to take standardized tests. All they didn't know is that this right here is pink. Right here, this on the back is white. This dog is blue. The phone cuts on. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you mean to tell me this is my daughter's phone now? She won. And knows how to say roll your boat, and she's won. You're telling me that when they get to the 1st grade, right? You mean to tell me they don't know the colors? Now my 4-year-old colored this. Yeah, it's okay. But guess what? She's learning how to stay in the lines. And I guarantee you right now, if I ask her what color this is, she say, "Daddy, is red."
Let's put it to the test. Let's put it to the test. Let's put it to the test.
Listen, I would call her, but she's getting ready for her recital. The day you begin, you mean to tell me you can't sit and read to your children to let them know that this is the day you begin to find the places inside, your laughter and your lunches. What's a lunch? What you bring to school. What's laughter? When we're having fun. You can explain this to help them? To help them pass a test? No, these aren't white children. These are Black kids. This is a great book. The Day You Begin. This is a great reading. The Moonkeeper. You mean to tell me that you can't read this to help your kids' vocabulary? For them to pass? I'm not talking about high school because it's rigorous in high school. It gets real. So yeah, that needs work.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't make a difference, because if you prepare them from the time they were in middle school or the time they were in third grade to all the way to high school, we wouldn't have these problems with these tests.
Exactly.
That's right, y'all. I forgot. If such and such got a disorder, and then you don't want him there on testing, because you don't want your scores to go down.
Yeah. Y'all.
Yeah.
He's speaking the truth, y'all. He's speaking the truth. The truth may be hurt, but it needs to be said. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So, moving right along to my next question for you.
Oh, okay.
What, since everyone's at home now, what have you learned? What is the most important thing that you have learned about yourself since being at home with your daughter, with everyone? What's one thing that you have literally learned about yourself more about that you possibly didn't even know about you?
Having more patience. Having patience, especially with this one. This one right, this my 1-year-old. Okay, beast, straight beast. Don't play. Okay, she's innocent now. She's innocent now. But
that's right.
But no, just having more patience and just becoming a better father and things like that, and just getting to learn my daughters and things like that. Man, it's been great. It's been great. I can't complain.
Well, that's good. That's good. It's really important to have that mental health. You know, it's a good time. If I can speak on today, it's a good time to actually spend time with your family during this difficult time.
Right.
So, you know, as long as y'all having fun and enjoy these moments during this pandemic.
So, talking back onto education, and I know I asked you this on my podcast here, but for our listeners on Here on Future Educators Talk, especially now, if you could do anything to change or to improve or whatever our education systems, our schools, our districts, what would you possibly do? Especially now.
Ooh, Mr. Luther about to go off, y'all.
No, you know what? I'm not even gonna go off. Let me tell you why I'm not gonna go off, because my words mean nothing if I answer that.
Okay.
Just like the other teachers' words don't mean nothing if they answer that. And y'all word wouldn't mean nothing if you answered that. So why answer something that we know you're not gonna listen to? That's a waste of breath. It's a waste of time. And we all want, not from you, but that's how they think about it. That's a waste of breath and a waste of time. I'm not worried about that. But what I wanna focus on is I want to build this new school out here in the Boondocks, because I'm tired of the colored kids, you know, making our school grade go low. So we need to build a school way out here, so they, you know, that way we don't have to have a bus system. So we'll build a brand new neighborhood. You don't hear the other things. We need books. I mean, I'm sorry, we don't use books. We need more technology in the school. The Chromebooks, we don't have enough Chromebooks. And we've been telling y'all that in our schools we need Chromebooks, but across the way they got MacBooks. Oh, they fancy. They got MacBooks, and you know, they got the state of the art board, and everything is just so hunky-dory. They got the little screen projector things, so you know, when they do class, you know, and then over here, you know, it is what it is. I got 20 kids in the room, but only got 10 computers. You ask me what I want to change, then I want to bro, I want to change so much.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one who want to change.
Right.
There's people out here, bro, who really care. I love coaching. I'm passionate about coaching.
Yeah.
I got books. I read just like I read books on education. Why do I read books on coaching? Because I want to be a better coach. I always want to strive to be the best at what I do. Why do I reach out to people on my Twitter that are history teachers? Because I want to know what it is that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about that standard-based history. Dismiss me with that. What are you really doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because when I tell somebody that I was able to redo the Harlem Renaissance, the Roaring Twenties, they looking at me like, the Roaring Twenties? What was that? Oh, you don't know about the Roaring Twenties, do you? So you don't know about the Harlem Renaissance. So you'll know how we all gathered to go up north so we can show off our talent by singing, drawing, painting, and so forth and so forth. You don't know about the Cotton Club. You don't know how we used to dress back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But if I ask you what the Revolutionary War and the Boston Tea Party is, you ready to tell me about that? Yeah, the Boston Tea. I'm gonna be ignorant with you. Well, Coach, what was the Boston Tea Party? A party where they got some tea and put it in the cup and drunk it.
Yep.
What? Well, no, that's not what happened. I know it's not, but that I'm not excited about that. I don't care about the Boston Tea Party. What is that? What does the Boston Tea Party have to do with your everyday living? Now, yes, you best take your English serious, and yes, you best take your math serious, because if you're granted and you're able to get somewhere, you don't want them people playing with your money. So you better make sure that you know how to read and you know how to do math, because at the end of the day, the periodic table ain't finna get me nowhere. What the periodic table gonna do for me? As long as I know what I need to suck outside and what I don't need to suck, I'm good. I'm good. And what the Revolutionary War gonna do for me? What the Revolutionary War really gonna do for me? Nothing. Because I wasn't there.
Going back to that math part, you coming? I'm an employee at a store. Let me tell you, you better get your math right.
Okay.
Especially
then,
during this change shortage.
Okay. Because listen, if I'm a principal, right? And I say, Drew, bro, you're gonna start off first year teacher. I'm just gonna you're gonna start off at 75,000 as a first year teacher. You like, yeah, I'm good with that. I'm great, right? And then I tell Damon, I say, Damon, you've been here, bro. You've been putting in that work. I'm gonna start you at 80,000, right? He good. He hype. Now, if you do the math, okay, you got to do the math. I'm not finna do it. You got to do the math. You get 80 hours in a week every 2 weeks. You times that by what you make, and say I take out 6%. You ain't signed up for no health care, no dentist, nothing. You just your stuff, and you don't know how to do math. You think 6%. You think 6% was good.
No,
it ain't good, man. I'm robbing you.
No, he just robbed you.
Because they take that out for your health insurance, your dental, your vision, and all that, and Social Security. But if you don't know how to read and you don't know how to do math, you just got jacked.
You messed it up. You messed up.
So that's why I said, like, the other classes are good, don't get me wrong, but they ain't gonna help you with everyday life, like English and math and comprehension.
No.
Oh.
No. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, some of these classes that I took in high school, they don't really get me prepared of where I am now. So I'm just like, why did I take these classes for?
Right. Now, PE got you right, because you had to get your workout on.
Movement's going.
And then when you see the football players walking around like this with no neck, you trying to figure, bro, what you doing? Oh, well, I've been in the gym lifting. Okay, well, I don't want to lift that much, because I want to have a neck in life. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that was beneficial because if you was an athlete, you wanted to stay in shape. If you played a sport, you knew you wanted to learn about health. Health was boring, y'all. But if we talked about the body, you know what to drink, what not to drink, what not to eat, what to eat. Those classes were necessary. Spanish is necessary.
Yeah.
I don't know how to speak it, but shoot, Google Translate can help me. I'm fine. I'm being honest. All the things I can tell y'all is uno, dos, tres. That's all I know. And como estas and all that good stuff. That's it. I can't have no full-blown conversation with you. And I'm not going to sit up there and try, but I'm going to go to Google Translate and they're going to let me know what you say. Call your mama. Because I know what you just said. I know Google translated that. Call your mama. And then y'all better speak English when y'all talk to me. But at the end of the day, certain things we need and certain things, you know, it's good to know. But y'all ain't gonna never change it. Y'all ain't gonna never change a history class. Y'all change science every day.
Yeah.
But you won't bring no African American history up in the classroom. Because y'all know if y'all bring the African American history up in that classroom, y'all know things gonna get real.
No.
Right.
No. That's wrong.
If y'all bring that Native history, if y'all bring that Native American history up in that class, y'all know things gonna get real. Because y'all they finna find out, oh, okay. So that's why I don't eat that Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah. I don't eat that Kentucky Fried Chicken. I choose Popeyes. He's a colonel, y'all. Colonel Sanders. That's not a good look. Colonels back in the day were slave owners. Come on, man. Realize what you're dealing with. Realize what you're dealing with. Pay attention to the movie. The Django was a great movie. Pay attention. Pay attention to why it was a great movie. Then you got people like Kanye Thomas or Harriet Tubman and didn't really free the slaves. How the heck you know that? And please tell me where you got that information from. Because who told you that? Who told you that? Were you there? Were you there at the Underground Railroad? No, you weren't Kanye. You weren't born. So tell me what history book you was reading.
Yeah.
But we don't want to talk about that though. We don't want to talk about that. But we gonna talk about it. We just ain't gonna talk about it on this episode. But we gonna talk about this. When I come back on again, we gonna talk about this.
Most definitely.
We're telling you guys that these conversations needs to be discussed and have. I can't stress that enough. I can't.
I kid you not.
Because nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody.
Nope. And then once you listen to this episode, you can be like, oh wow, I really wish we talked about this to my friends, to my teacher bestie.
Yeah.
That's my teacher bestie. Right. Roll. That's right, baby. So they teacher bestie. So that's the problem now. All that clicked up mess, that needs to stop too.
Right.
I can't stand that. And you want to be, y'all want to be in the teacher lounge, y'all want to be gossiping on that, man. Ain't nobody got time for all that, man.
No.
Teach these kids, yo.
Yes.
Teach these kids. So what? Yeah, he from the hood. So what?
Okay,
and yeah, so what? He from the suburbs. Wow, you ain't never seen a black man stay in the suburbs before. So what?
Okay,
because I ain't trying to start nothing. But ain't a lot of white people stay in the suburbs either. And there's a lot of low poverty white people too. Let's not go there now. There's not just a lot of low poverty black people. I can't stand that. Be real with everything. There's low poverty white people out there too that can't afford food, and their mamas them got the grind, and they know. And so what? Like I told y'all the other day. I mean, like I told y'all before. If I ever told y'all this, so what? He might have got his shoes from Walmart. So what? He got shoes. She got shoes. And so what? You got a pair of Nikes on. Wow.
Oh, congratulations.
Who cares? Because the minute they get scuffled, all you're going to do is be a little spoiled brat. I want more. I don't like. Right? Nobody got time for that, man.
I want to do this.
Right. And people homeless. Oh, but that's right. The homeless people seem to be kicking butt in school because They getting accepted into college left and right and making a better life for themselves. Why? Because they have a dorm.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because now they can take their showers and stuff and not feel, you know, about their smell and things like that.
Right.
But as a teacher, when you care, if you see that, that's when you need to say, all right, check this out. I know your situation. This is how we gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
I got some clothes. Somebody got some clothes. We got to get you up here early. And you tell them to in the private setting. Got to get you up here early so you can get you a bath, get you a shower. That's what we're going to do. If I got to run to McDonald's, get you something to eat, or if I got to ask the people in the cafeteria to put it on my books, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Make a kid feel better.
Exactly.
But you know why I say that? You heard how I said that, right? You say it in private.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need you Snapchat. I don't need you putting me on Twitter talking about what I did with somebody. I don't want that clout. I hate when certain people do it. Yeah, we're gonna do a back to school drive. Just do it. Why are you promote? Don't promote it. Just do it. And then when people see you, guess what? You good.
Yeah.
People want too much clout, y'all. Especially these teachers. And I'm gonna be teacher of the year because I can do.
Okay, and
you be teacher of the year. And then the next year you ain't about nothing. Come on, man. Just because of a title? Just because you want your picture up? No. You ain't got time for all that, man. What are you doing? I ain't got nothing else to say. Y'all just let me know when the next time we gonna meet up.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah. It'd probably be later on into this season. That's fine. We just love having you on because when you come on, it gets real. It really does. It gets real.
It gets real quick. Shut the house down.
I mean, and think about this, y'all. Like I tell people, you know, somebody had the nerve to tell me, they was like, I heard you on the thing. I was like, thank you. They was like, you don't get intimidated by like the other people. I'm like, what do you mean? They was like, you talk good, but they be having some people like Mr. Kwame. I said, why would I get intimidated by them? I said, we all have our different opinions. I'm like, I'm supposed to be in competition. He's done things that I've never done, so he can speak on that. I've done things he's never done. Other people that came on the show have done things that we've never done. Why are y'all trying to get things? What are y'all trying to really pull here?
It's not a competition. It's not.
Right. And that's the problem with schools.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do everything in competition. Ain't no, man, listen, it's about these kids, y'all. Ain't about that other stuff that y'all talking about. It's about these kids. It doesn't matter. You have never missed a day of school. Wow, that's good. That's good as a teacher.
Yeah, good
Who
for
cares?
You.
Who cares about that? Tell me about him. Tell me, do you know what's really wrong with him? He's trauma. What's trauma? Okay.
You don't know what trauma is.
We don't know what trauma is. And they have plenty of PDs about trauma because that's real. Trauma is real.
Yeah.
Not a joke. And if you don't know how to handle it, you don't need to
This might not be for you. Trauma is real. It's real.
So yeah.
Well, I have no words right now. I have no words. It's just, every time you come on, I just be listening. I just be listening to what you have to say because it is what you have to say. It is the truth. It really is. And I'm just sitting back and just listening to it all.
Like you said earlier, we're going to be that one teacher that will shut up, that will shut our mouths and just listen to the conversation.
Exactly, because when it's your time to speak, you want somebody listening to you too. If I'm not good at something, I need you to help me. You great at science? All right, look, I'm a first-year science teacher. Please tell me what I need to do. Tell me how you get science going. Because when it comes to science, social studies, art, music, that can come to life. You can bring math and English to life. I'm not saying you can't. It just depends on your teacher. Because if you got a boring teacher, and today we're going to talk about pronouns, and you're sitting there like, you see how quiet it got? Because that's how the students looking like.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
It's not interesting. It's not interactive. It's dull. It's boring. We want to get out of that class immediately. We don't want to be here. Like, why are we coming to school in the first place?
Exactly. Because, see, I would be that teacher who got their phone. Everybody going to raise it. All right, bet. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a flip grid. We're going to do a rap on math. We're going to do a what? A rap on what? On math? Okay, I'm interested now. What's up? Talk to me. I'm ready. We gonna do a rap on literature. Word, we gonna react what? Romeo and Juliet and win drama. What we gonna do a rap version? We gonna do a country version? What version we gonna do? Because Hamlet, they killed that. That right there, they did that.
That interesting. Now I want to come to school.
Yeah.
Now I'll be looking forward to that class each and every day.
Listen, I ain't know nothing about Hamilton, whatever it was, but when I saw that, all right. Education, y'all. Education.
So, Andrew, you have anything that you would like to just add on, or because this, again, I have no words. I'm just listening because this is real. This is the truth, and people just don't want to hear it.
Nope. No, I don't have any words. I've been taking notes this whole time, and which is something I've never done this season. I have no words. Literally, I have no words.
Well, thank you for coming on back on this podcast.
Yes.
We like having you on because, like I said earlier, you speak realness, you speak honesty, you speak the truth, and we all need to hear this. We really do. And just people just don't want to hear because they don't care about what's going on. Well, oh well.
Too bad, so sad. Oh well. Cry me a river. So.
When it's gonna post? Because I need my mom to see this. I know my mom gonna be like, "That's my baby right there. You did that."
Oh my God.
So she can know. Hey, listen, I told my mom I'd be doing podcasts, but I like, and she's always been proud of me. You get what I'm saying? But I know, like with this one, I know she's gonna be like, "Yeah, that's my baby right there."
Yeah.
I think this will post in, towards the end of August. I do believe towards the end of August. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we will have you back on later on this season. That's going to happen. That's going to happen.
That's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, let's get it. Hey, everybody else who's gonna be on the show, I look forward, to hearing, and I can't wait, man. Like, I'm looking forward to hearing from everybody. I be looking forward to hearing from everybody, man. Who y'all be bringing on? AV speaking that good stuff.
Oh yes, we do. We bring on some amazing people on. Yes,
y'all do.
Yes,
y'all really do.
Yes.
Well, I enjoyed. Look forward to it. Now I got to go and do my daddy duties, y'all.
All right.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you go. So
yeah. So take care. Take care of yourself.
Y'all too. Okay. Y'all take care of yourselves too, man. And I love y'all, and I enjoy being here, man.
All right.
All right.
Well, Well,
Oh my.
you guys, I don't know. You heard it from him. You heard it from him. Every time that he comes on our podcast, you guys know what it is. You know what it is.
You know what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
You already know what time it is. By the time we announce his name, you already know what time it is.
Exactly. You guys know it.
You're right. You already know.
Yeah.
So it is getting dark in here now. So
yes, same with me as well.
Right. There we go. So yeah, it is getting dark here. Like I said, took a whole lot of, I don't know if you can see, took a whole lot of notes here.
I see that right there.
Yeah. I got nothing else to say.
Me either.
I really don't.
Yeah, I don't. I like I said, I have no words. I just every time he comes on, if you guys notice, I don't say much because I'm just listening. I'm just listening. And like he said, we all need to listen. Shut up for a moment and just listen.
Mm-hmm.
So you can learn.
Learn from this. Grow from this. Okay. So if you want to become a better teacher.
Yeah. Be quiet.
Let me stop.
Yeah.
Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. Let me stop. Okay. Let me stop.
Yeah, if you guys want to grow as a teacher, then be quiet for a second and just listen. Okay?
Just listen. Okay. It may change you.
Yeah.
It may change you.
Exactly.
Okay. If you wonder why your students are not are acting up in your class, pay attention.
And
that's all I gotta say, because we just had back-to-back
good back-to-back
good interviews.
Yeah.
Y'all,
you guys, we told you guys this season it's gonna be huge, it's gonna be great. And we want you guys to tune in because the gloves are off. They're off this season.
And sooner or later, there'll be another side of us that y'all have never seen before. And now, it's not there yet.
No, not there yet. Until you guys see, when the beginning of the episode, when we say the topic that we're going to talk about, you guys will know. You guys will know that. You guys will know that we will go all. You will see a different side of us when you hear that topic for the first time. You will know. Trust me.
You already know. Y'all already know.
Just like on my podcast talking about race, that really got to me because with George Floyd and so many others, you guys, it's ridiculous. So I'm not going to go in all that I did on my podcast. Y'all check it out. So we're going to end this here. Make sure you guys follow us on social media, on Facebook, Future Educators Talk, like our page, on Twitter at Future Ed Talk, and on Instagram at Future Educators Talk. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, you guys. And hit the notification bell so you never miss future episodes. So do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yes, do that as well. So for announcements for Future Educators Talk, at this time, I am currently working on trying to get my former teacher, Mr. Hackey, onto the show, as well as returning special one guest, Miss Hopkins.
Yes, back from season 1.
I'm trying to get her back on for this season because, of course, we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary all month long.
Yeah, yes, guys.
We did not forget.
Yes, it's not just. It was not just on August 6th, you guys. All month long, we are celebrating.
Yes, all month long. So, that is all the announcements that I have onto today. Make sure you also, I forgot one announcement. On August 31st, we will be helping students with their math homework. So stay tuned for days and times of when we will do that. So excited to be partnering up with a great friend of mine, Damian Anderson, for this one, for a great project, especially during this time. So make sure you stay tuned on that day.
Yes.
Without further ado, I have nothing else to say. This was a great interview, a good interview, that. And that's it. That's all I have.
So I have no announcements either because you just, we're working on a project on August 31st, helping students out with their work. So I'm so excited about that. So that's all I have. So thank you guys for tuning in, listening in. Make sure, again, you subscribe, you comment, you share this episode with your friends, you leave a review of our show, and you tell your friends about our show because this is a fantastic podcast. We have so much success from this podcast here. So tell your friends about us. So without further ado, you guys, I am Damian Anderson.
And I'm Andrew FRETT.
And we will see you back next time on a new episode of Future Educators Talk. I said, wait. Yes. My bad. For the ones who did. Me too.
Let me go ahead and say this to get out of the way. So in case I totally forgot, like okay. So in case you did not know, since the beginning of season 4, actually it's season 3, I am doing this podcast part-time. So which means this episode will be my final, well, not actually my final, but it will be my final episode before I take a little break. Time to reset and recharge. But don't you worry, I'll be back in episode 9. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking a little break.
No, you guys, no. He for season 4, he is doing this podcast part-time. And then if you haven't heard the news already from our season 4 premiere, the 2 big news, we have been renewed for 4 more seasons. Going up to season 8. And then also Andrew, he will start back doing his podcast full time in season 5.
Yes.
So those are the 2 big announcements right there if you missed that. So while Andrew is away, I'll still be here with you guys as well, along with my other co-host, KJ. So I'm not going anywhere, you guys. I'm not going anywhere. When Andrew's away, he knows that I got it covered.
He got it covered. Yes. I trust him. He got it covered.
Yeah.
He got it covered.
Yes. So, you guys, without further ado, let me say this right this time. I am Damian Anderson.
And I'm Andrew FRETT.
And I will see you guys back on a new episode of Future Educators Talk with KJ next week. So until then, you guys, take care of yourself. Please do. Take care of yourself.
What's going on, everybody? It's KJ here, letting you know that if you have any questions or concerns about Future Educators Talk, stories to share, feedback to make our podcast better, reactions to the topics that we discuss, jokes to tell, or you would like someone for the co-host to interview, please let us know by direct messaging us on Instagram at Future Educators Talk, emailing us at futureeducatorstalk@gmail.com, or sending in a voice message to us by going to anchor.fm/futureedtalk. Click on the message tab to where you can record your question to us. Once again, we thank you for listening. Thank you for your continued support, and we cannot wait for you to tune in for season 4.
Don't just listen to Future Educators Talk on your smartphone. Continue the conversation online. Like us on Facebook. Be a part of our conversation by telling us what you think of our episodes. Join us on Instagram for behind-the-scenes content. Follow us on Twitter to stay up to date with what's happening on our podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss future episodes. And beyond, it's you who keeps Future Educators Talk going. So like, comment, share, subscribe, review, and connect everywhere with us. You get social. So let's listen together.